Hello from Russell and from me. Welcome to the programme.
First tonight, fighting against the fines. Parents of children with special educational needs are pleading with the government to scrap truancy fines.
Families from our region delivered a petition signed by 250,000 people to Downing Street today, calling for an end to penalties for SEND children when they can't attend school.
Well, our political correspondent Emma Hutchinson joins us now from Westminster. Good evening, Emma. Tell us more about what the campaigners delivered today.
Well, the campaigners, led by one man from Bedfordshire, another from Northamptonshire, say they have fought for years to get the appropriate education provision for their children who have special educational needs. But they say alongside that struggle, many have also faced the fear and worry and stress that they could be fined by the local authority when their children haven't been in school because they couldn't go to school. I spoke to one mother from Bedfordshire who said while her son was at school because he couldn't go to school for medical reasons, they faced a visit from the deputy head teacher who threatened the family with a fine and even mentioned a possible prison sentence if the situation was not resolved. So today, a group of families have gone to Downing Street with a petition with more than 250,000 signatures saying that the rules surrounding truancy fines should be changed. Maddie Roberts and her son Harley, celebrating he now has the education he needs. Harley, who is 10, has ADHD and autism and cannot cope with a classroom. He now has alternative provision and is thriving.
He found it difficult with dressing and eating and engaging, and since we've got the right provision and adults around him that he can trust and understands him, now means that he's engaging every day in education, he's going out to other places like coming into London.
And I never thought I would be in London. Yeah, I went to London like 4 years ago when I was like 6 or something. Don't remember a single thing about this place. It's very good though.
It's not been an easy journey though. It took 6 years of campaigning, a battle with the local council and the fear of being fined while Harley was not in school. An experience many parents across the region have faced, forcing some out of school altogether.
We've had young people contact us and let us know that actually it puts additional stress on them. So even when they're experiencing that mental health difficulty, that the threat of fines has actually worsened their situation because they're so worried about what will happen to their parents. We also see that some families are forced to deregister, so that would be seen as electively home educating, but it doesn't feel to those families that they are actually making a choice about that home education.
Both Maddie and Susan are calling on the government to change the rules on fining parents whose children have special educational needs. They have the support of thousands of others, today presenting a petition at Downing Street with more than 250,000 signatures. They say their children can't, not won't go to school and deserve an education that meets their needs.
Emma, obviously a very difficult situation for many families, but what has the government said?
Well, we've been in touch with the government today. The Department for Education's point out that they have recently published their review of SEND provision, saying that will lead to more support, more places for those with special educational needs. But they also say that every child deserves a good education, but they put that responsibility onto local authorities. We've also been in touch with Central Bedfordshire Council today, and they've responded by saying we're committed to a child-centred approach, understanding that every family is different and working on solutions to find positive ways to support children and families and ensure we only take actions that are in the best interests of the child. Now, both Maddie and Susan, who've been at Downing Street this afternoon, say they are optimistic that this petition and this campaign will lead to a positive change.
OK, Emma, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Some more of your day's news now. And an angry neighbour killed